Hi guys. So for this, I'm just going to talk about the things that I would say if I was in an actual session. So I'm following the structural family therapy theory guide. So for the first segment, how I would get the family to join, I would first introduce myself and then get them to introduce themselves and their ages. Probably ask them what they like, ask them if they had any questions about me. I would also try to just get a feel for the family, mimic any body language, just make them feel comfortable, ask them if there was anything that they've ever experienced in the past with therapy that they didn't enjoy. Just kind of trying to get an understanding of what they're looking for. I would also ask them what are the things that they hate of the most about their home, and what they might think is the biggest stressor at home or the biggest problem. And I would ask for everybody to individually answer the question, starting with the parents the most, and then going to the children and letting everybody, fully explain. And maybe doing a session where we all rephrase what we've heard. For the second segment, what I might do to interrupt if something was happening. So, for example, if the children were yelling and trying to get involved in the parents' conversation or argument, I would get the most distant parent to interrupt and tell the children that the parents need time to talk right now, and when it's appropriate, it will be time for everybody to talk, but it's an adult conversation. Or on the other end, if the kids are arguing and maybe a parent just keeps getting involved, I would probably tell the parent, I would tell one of the oldest teenager to ask the parent if they could just let the two teenagers solve the issue themselves. This kind of gives them an empowerment and also teaches them how to work it out themselves and that they can work it out themselves. And then I feel like also gives the parent a chance to see that they can and trust that they can work it out, because I think parents sometimes get the fear that it's going to ruin everything that they've built. For the third segment, how I would end it, I would kind of wrap up everything that we talked about. I love handing out homework. I used to be on a family therapy team, so I loved hanging out homework and think of different activities depending on how the family is. If they're more distant, I would like to have them have a family night. Or one time I did a technology bin, so anytime they were at the table, we created a bin and they put all their phones into the bin during dinner, so they could really engage and talk to each other. And then I would let them know that make some notes and make sure you remember it, because we will be talking about this at the next session. I would also prepare them to, if they want to do any journaling, I do like to give my clients journals or things so that they can write down things, because the week goes by and sometimes we forget what we want to talk about in the next session. So I love to end my sessions by just reminding them and letting them know if they need me, they can contact me, but also to jot down any feelings or emotions or things going on that they might want to discuss in the next session, so that they don't forget.